Welcome to Lane N17 TV. These are player reviews for the season. We're going to go from goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and forwards. Yeah, so bear with me while we go through everything. So, we'll start off with the goalkeepers. Let's start off with Brandon Austin in goal. Brandon Austin in goal. Played a few good games that he played. Actually, I thought the games that he did play, I thought he played very well. Comfortable in corners. Distribution not too bad. Shot stopping. He made a couple good saves. Actually, since he's played, whenever he's played, he's been good. I think it is quite sad that he's 26 and he hasn't really got a chance like at Tottenham. I think personally, if he has ambitions, I think he should leave personally, because I think he's a decent goalkeeper, definitely at least Premier League quality still. I will give him, for the time that he's been in goal, I will give him a 6. Alfie Whiteman hasn't played, not much to speak about, let's just give him a 5. Moving on to Kingsley in goal. Came in January, started off with a house on fire distribution against the Liverpool game in the cup. Slowly, like after that, he's been going downhill, but he did make the games he played recently. He did make a couple good saves. I'll give Kingsley for half a season. I'll give him a 6. Let's go to the main. Oh, Fraser Forster as well. Fraser Forster, I thought when he first came in for Vicario before we got Kingsley, I thought he did make some. He did have some good games, but again, the games like after that, bro, distribution, the mistakes he was making, fumbling the ball, the goals he were conceding, not good from Fraser Forster. If I'm going to be real, overall, I'd probably give Fraser Forster a 3. Yeah, I give Fraser Forster a 3 still. I know it probably sounds a bit harsh, but yeah, I'll give him a 3. Vicario, the main man. Vicario in goal, obviously, you know, he started off well, then he got the injury, came back from the injury, started, and then he had a tremendous start. Then had a couple nervy moments, not gonna lie, had a couple nervy moments, but that cup final save against United will be remembered still, like at the end, leader at the back. I'll give season review for Vicario, I think a solid 7. Solid 7 for Vicario. Goalkeeper's done. Let's go to defenders now, yeah? Reguilon. You know what? I'm pretty happy with Reguilon still. I thought the coach should have used him much more this season. Injuries as well. I'll give Reguilon a 6. I thought he was pretty decent. So Reguilon gets a 6. Kevin Danso came at January, probably one of our best January signings. Probably our most influential January signing, and I think he's strong at the back. Very, very good in the air as well. Passing needs some work, but yeah, very impressed with Kevin Danso. I'll give him an 8, bro. I think he's been tremendous. Danso gets an 8. Raju Dragosin. A mixed season. I thought when Romero and Van de Ven were out, I thought he stepped up, him and Ben Davis, when they had a little partnership. I thought after that, when they came back, he had a couple nervy games, got skin out in a couple games as well. Yeah, he had some bad games. I can't lie, he's had a few bad games this season, but overall, I think he has been pretty good. I think I'll give him a 6. Still. Gotta be real. I'll give Dragosin a 6. Let's go on to Udogie. And I didn't think he started the season well. And even before the injury as well, I didn't think he was playing good. I thought he lost a half yard at pace. I thought he's very wasteful in the final third. After the injury, I thought he came back good. I thought defensively solid. And I thought like that cup final run and the games going with the cup final, I thought, yeah, like you can see he's going back to his best. He's making them long bursting runs, driving forward. I still think his distribute like his quality in the final third needs a bit of work. But I definitely thought like yeah he got back to his best like at the end like of the season. So I think he ended the season strong. I'll give Udogie an 8. You know I think he ended the season very well considering how he started. So he definitely made up for it. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, I thought he had a phenomenal second half like of the season. I thought first half poor. I thought he was letting too many crosses in, making a lot of mistakes. The way he was like getting caught out of position. But 2025, he's been the upward trajectory. Big moments. Defended well in the final as well. Semi-final well. Quarterfinals. Yeah, Pedro Porro, I think he ended the season strong. I'll give him an 8. Give him an 8 still. Who else is there in defense? Spence. Interesting. Spence, I think Spence kind of started playing around November. And I thought from November till maybe February, I think he was our best player at one point. And definitely our best defender. I think when Porro and Udogie came back in to the team and they were establishing themselves again, I kind of thought he kind of got shrugged to the bench, and then from then we didn't really see that much of him. But for someone that's been shunned away and to come into the side to be the best player for at least a good quarter like of the season, have to respect it. Play this part like in Real League as well. Yeah, I'll give Spence a 7. You know, big up Jed Spence. Let's talk about the main two. Van de Ven first. You know it's gonna. I know. I'm giving them both 9s. Van de Ven and Romero. I'm giving them both 9s, bro. I have to, bro. Like that cup final, and that. The cup final and that semi-final, bro. This always gonna be remembered. Like Romero shithousery against Maguire is gonna go down in history. Van de Ven's clearance, bro, iconic, bro. That could be your wallpaper, bro. But in all fairness, Romero, he started the season poor. Like let's be real, he started the season so bad, making countless mistakes. The injuries that these two have had as well. Yeah, like let's be real. Like I could give them a 7, but like I said, that final I'm giving them both a 9. So yeah, that's the I think those are all the defenders. We're gonna make sure that is true. Oh no, Ben Davies. Again, I thought he had a good partnership with Jasukin. For that brief period, but then I thought when Romero and Van de Ven came back and he came in just to rotate, you can see the Premier League games he was really getting manhandled. Like you know, we played Crystal Palace, manhandled by Mateta. He just the physical battle. You could really see that teams target Ben Davies and he's at the back, and yeah, but in all fairness I thought he's had a good season, so I'll probably give Davies a 6. I think those are all the defenders. Let's move on to the midfielders now. Let's start off with Archie Gray. I know he played most of his minutes like in the defense, but he's a midfielder, innit? I think Archie Gray deserves a 7. I think he does, bro. I think what he's done in left back, right back, centre back was tremendous. Again, at one point he was one of our most consistent players with Jed Spence. Obviously his midfield performances haven't been good. But considering yeah, he's only played like 3 games in midfield, and yeah, like, you know, it would be unfair to judge him on those performances. alone. But his defensive performances, like in defense, have been top notch in it. So yeah, I give Archie Gray a 7. Bro, like I'm stuffy, but yeah. So I give Archie a 7. Bergvall, Tottenham player of the season, 10. 10, bro. Like 18 years old, and to become to become a starter at 18, like if he didn't pick up that injury, he would have started the final, bro. 100% he would have started the final. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Like, he grew into the season so much when we needed him. When we really needed him. Like, the ball carrying, like, the skills, the confidence. He's mini Modric, bro. I'm telling you, he's our best midfielder since Dembele. I genuinely mean that. And the fact that he's 18, bro, bright future. He gets a 10. Yeah, so Bergvall gets a 10. Let's move on to Kulusevski. Now, I thought Kulusevski had a great start to the year. I thought he was our main man. Like, at one point, driving forward, the way he would just pick up the ball, run with it as well, taking like on his man. Of course, he was putting up goal contributions as well, but I thought 2025 downward spiral, and we give Madison a lot of criticism, but I think Kulu goes missing a lot, and especially when Kulu plays 10 and there's not a lot of space. Like, Kulu doesn't really play 10 like that. He drifts wide, bro. He drifts wide a lot. He doesn't really get the ball ticking and kind of make things happen within that 10 role. I keep telling you, he's like Morgan Rogers, really. Like, he's a ball carrier. He's not really a natural creator like that. Hence why Kulu tends to drift wide and like attack the space, like attack his fullback. And I just think Kulu just fell off in the second half of the season as well. Of course, he got the injuries as well, but I'll give Kulu. I'm not gonna lie, I give Kulu probably a 5, bro. I'll probably give Kulu a 5. Moving on to the other midfielders. Let's talk about Basuma. Basuma, for me, I'll give him a 3. I'll give him a 3, man. I thought cup final run, perfect. He has his palm prints all over it. But generally speaking, bro, let's be honest. Let's be real. Those 22 games Basuma's played in that league, bro, hasn't been good, bro. Hasn't been good. Newcastle, Chelsea, giving away penalties. It's unexcusable, bro. Brighton. Like, some of these games that Basuma's played, he's doing too much balloons. And he's been here for 3 years. Hasn't made his name at Spurs. And he's been a flop at Spurs, that's the reality. But like I said, cup final, great game. Semi-final, great game. Quarter-final, great game. No denying that. Played his part. And if he leaves this summer, he leaves like as a European champion, and that's good. I'll give him a 3, bro. Moving on to Bentancur. I thought Bentancur, like Basuma, not as bad as Basuma within the league. I thought Bentancur has a very good couple Premier League games. I thought with him it's just mainly about the consistency and staying fit. There have been games where he's been like out muscled and all of that, really, but generally I thought he's a decent campaign. I'll give him a 7. Moving on, let's go to James Maddison, my guy James Maddison. I think he's been one of our best players this season still. Like the GA says it, his GA last season was like 5 goals, 3 assists. This season he's got like 10 goals in the league or something, couple assists, goal in the semi-final. Of course he missed the final as well. Like, he was influential throughout the cup games. Scored in big goals against City and United as well in the league. And yeah, I thought James Maddison's had a good season, bro. Generally speaking, I think he gets way too much criticism. Bearing in mind, he doesn't finish games, bro. You gotta remember that. This guy doesn't finish games, and look how much stuff he does. So I'll give him an 8, bro. I'll give him an 8. Move him captain, him and Son. Not gonna be raw. Son hasn't had a good season. Obviously, he scored goals. I know he scored goals, a couple assists. I hear it, bro. But generally speaking, you can't tell me Son's had a good season this year. He hasn't, bro. He's been missing. He's been a passenger for most of the season. And I go mainly from what I'm seeing and not by the GA. What I'm seeing from Son, he's losing it, bro. He's losing it. I'll give Son a 5. I don't think he's been good this season, and obviously that's mainly because of the injuries as well. I do think he's been overplayed this season. 100%, he's been overplayed. That plays a part in this. So I'll give Son a 5. Let's go about the other games. The other players, other midfielders. Pape Matar Sarr. I'll give Sarr 3. I don't think he's had a good league campaign. Again, anonymous. Sarr has been used like as a number 10 most of this season. I don't know why. He offers no creativity. I think, at the end of the season, again, a good cup run. Played his part in the final. Played his part like in the goal as well. But the league games, just anonymous, just not offering nothing, bro. I'll give Sarr 3. Tell, bro. Tell, we can't sign Tell, bro. You can't sign Tell. Tell is terrible. He definitely has talent. But I think he flatters to deceive. I feel like there's times when he's in front of goal, he scuffed his lines. I just feel like signing Tell again, I don't think he sends the wrong message, bro. I feel like we've seen what he can do, and if we're in Champions League next year, with the squad we already have, I don't think Tell improves the squad. I think Tell just keeps the squad at the same level still, and we can't afford that. We need to go up now, bro. Like, we can't. Yeah, I don't think Tell's been good, and I think if we sign Tell, then expect to get booked in the Champions League. So yeah, I'll give Tell a 4. There's Tell. Who else is in midfield? Timo Werner 0. Nothing to talk about Werner, bro. Lock that off. Lock off Werner. Werner 0. Werner 0. Wilson, Odebear. Wilson again. The thing is with Wilson is that, again, he missed 6 months, 6-7 months. Obviously when he came back, he scored 2 goals in the Europa League. There's a player there, just like Tell, really. The difference between him and Tell is that he missed half of the season, really, and when he came back again, he hasn't really played a lot of games. And the games he has played, he's shown what he's about. Again, it's just more about that consistency. It's just about getting a clean run of game. So I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. Yeah, I think those are. Oh no, Johnson, my boy Johnson. Listen, Johnson scored in the final. My guy, Red Power Ranger. Listen, Johnson, bro, you can't finish Tottenham's top goal scorer of the season, scored in the final. A 9. I don't care. Oh yeah, he's not really involved in the game. Blah blah blah. Listen, bro. When he scored that goal, you all cheered for him. You all applauded him, and I'm giving him a 9. Yes, he needs to improve next season, 100%, bro. But after this season, I'm giving Johnson a 9, bro. I'm giving Johnson a 9. No doubt about that. Any midfielders, any other midfielders have I not spoken about? I think those are all the midfielders. Okay, let's go on to the forwards now. Richarlison. Richarlison, listen, I think Richarlison, for when he's played, I thought he's played good. I thought he's always made an impact when he's played, pressing, the goals he scored. Like, he's been phenomenal whenever he's played still. Like, you know what you're going to get with Richarlison. The only problem with Richarlison, I feel like, you know, sometimes he needs a bit too much chances to score, but generally speaking, the main thing about Richarlison, he's never available, bro. He's never available, and that's why he has to go in the summer. But apart from that, I thought he's a pretty decent season, so I'll give him a 6. Solanke, debut season, Europa League winner, played his part in the final as well. Should have scored like in the final, you could say. Premier League campaign's been pretty good. Obviously we've used him a bit differently against Bournemouth. Obviously now he's more involved in the build-up play, so he's not really around the box. Scored like what, maybe 8 goals like in the league. I think he scored a couple assists this year. I think for his first year at Spurs, he's been pretty good, didn't he? He's won a trophy here. He's obviously scored a couple good goals. Some assists. Need a bit more from him next year, 100%. But for his debut season, I think he's done well. I'll give him an 8. Who else? That's what Charter. So I give Sly Kid 8. Other midfielder, the other strikers. Scarlett is the last forward here. I think Scarlett needs to be used more. I feel like, you know, he scored that goal in the Europa League. He gave that assist as well in the Europa League to Lagunjai. I feel like we need to use him a bit more, man. I feel like he's definitely a good player. It's just a shame that Tottenham don't really give a lot of these young players, like especially the academy players, that chance, in my opinion. So if I was him, probably try and get a loan within the Premier League, bro. I think that's his next big move for me. I would definitely keep him, but for his career, I think he needs a Premier League move. Try get that. Don't go for Championship. Or he needs to go abroad. But for Tottenham, I'll just give him a 5. And that's players' reviews done.